All my voice actors out there that do audiobooks, how are people making full-time income?
Hi, full-time audiobook narrator here who only does audiobook narration in the voiceover industry and who grossed six figures in 24 and 2025. The short answer is hustle. It's also the long answer. With regards to ACX, the answer is both yes and no. So when I first started, I was auditioning probably 2 to 3 times a day, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on what I could find. But the platform itself has changed a lot. It has been inundated with scams and AI garbage that used to be a little bit easier to wade through. There are still plenty of wonderful projects on ACX, it's just a lot harder to find, and there's a lot more people entering the industry now. So I have not auditioned for something listed on ACX since July of 2024. And I think part of that reason is honestly my presence on social media. Most of my inquiries come through email, DMs, or people requesting me at production or publishing companies. Of the 65 titles that I did last year, 32 of them were direct contracts with indie authors, and they comprised 42% of my income. 16 of those titles were royalty share or royalty share plus. However, most of my work is at a per finished hour rate, which varies based on the different companies, but independently, I charge $300 per finished hour for solo narration. So if it's an 8-hour book, I get paid $2,400, and then, I pay my engineer. In a world of companies pushing generative AI and other nonsense and scams, I think the visibility and presence and availability and authenticity of being human on social media drives a lot of that work. I have built a presence over the last 4 years, not a huge one, but enough that people can find me. People can find the works I have done. People can slide into my lives when I have permission from a rights holder to stream my sessions. They get to see behind the scenes. They get to chat with me as a person. Authors get extra marketing from that kind of visibility, as well as a partnership and collaboration. And that means a lot when you aren't sure who's auditioning on the other end of ACX. I have to say, though, that audiobook narration is not easy money. We are the blue collar workers of voiceover. I am in the booth 5 to 7 days a week. If I'm recording, I'm there a minimum of 4 hours a day, probably more. I am also that night generally prepping my next title. I am making sure my samples are up to date, which I need to do. I am emailing publishers and production companies. I am interacting on social media with authors as well as my colleagues and companies. I am informing people of their options. It's not about popularity. I want to be very, very clear. It's not about popularity. It is about visibility and reliability, because it is so easy for people to get into this thinking it's going to be easy money, a side hustle, and then just ghost when they realize it's not what it is. So keep that in mind when thinking about wanting to get into narration. The work is out there. The money is out there. There are so many books, and royalty share plus, and PFH are all viable options, but none of it is easy money. I'm always happy to chat with people. I'm not trying to diminish anyone's excitement about this. I'm just trying to be real about it. And yeah, if anyone has any further questions about the job or my experience within it, because again, everybody's experience is different, you can DM me, email me, comment, whatever. So the too long didn't read answer was, where do I find all my work? Generally on TikTok and Instagram.